I was live maybe 20 minutes ago, and I really struggled. Um, it's really hard to get signal out here in these more rural parts. Get a few seconds for everybody to log back in, and I'm sorry. I've been dealing with all types of technology issues. One technology issue I've had lately is I bought a new GoPro, and when I bought it, the salesperson sold me the wrong type of memory card. What's up? First one here. Thank you, Earth Terror. How's New York City? Is it cold? What's the temperature like in New York City? We are. My car thinks it's 43 degrees, but earlier, 20 minutes ago on the live stream, somebody said that the temperature was 53 in Georgia, so it can't be 43 here. It's just what the car thinks it is. Here we have a lot more humidity, so it might feel colder. ¿Qué pasa, Sham Sham? Aquí estamos tranquilos, serio. Everything's good. Doing good. We've been on the road for you guys non-stop, trying to get you guys this content. Working very, very hard for you guys. Every day is at a hotel and fill up the gas tank, pay the hotel fees, and stay on the road for you guys. Trying to get this YouTube channel growing. This is the most important time of the year for YouTube revenue. So we got to stay on top of YouTube. Working hard. And Katie, I think she's going to do really well on her real estate. I really do. 25 en Carolina del Norte, mi hermano. Dios mío. 25. Pero you know, like, si estás entre las montañas, it's not that bad, bro. Please tell me you don't like Papa Joe Biden. Okay, so the title of this video is Ask Anything. So, I don't care about politics. I really don't. So far, he hasn't done anything bad or scary, so I don't have a problem with him. But I don't care about politics too much. It's just not I don't care about politics. But I don't hate him. I don't have a problem with the guy. Hasn't done me wrong yet, so, you know. Everybody tries to behave at first. Hotels are rough after a while. Yeah, being on the road is not easy. Let me tell you, being on the road it burns you out really bad. Upload some more bird videos on this channel. The thing I don't upload to the bird channel is because nobody supports me. Like, this channel, you guys are the best. I'm gonna tell you. I go hard on this channel because I get love and support, man. I'm at the bird channel. They don't give me the same love and support. So how can I'm not gonna. You either go 100 or you don't. You know what I mean? I had to wear a jacket in New York City. It's cold. You know, but it's interesting, like, how you guys are feeling me out with questions, but I'm also gonna fill you guys out with what type of question you ask me. You know, so the type of question you ask me lets me know what you guys are about. That YouTube channel is garbage. Like, it's got 50,000 subscribers, and if I went live, maybe like 3 people show up. How's the weather in Florida? My car thinks it's 42 degrees, but I know that's not true because in Georgia, somebody said it was 53. So, I don't know. What's the temperature in Ocala, Florida? Somebody want to say what the temperature in Ocala, Florida is? I'm at the McDonald's drive-thru right now. Make sure I hit the like button. And I said, y'all can ask anything. I had Jose, New York City is cold 34 this morning. Yikes. Are you worried about sea levels going up? No, I'm not. I've noticed, and I've said in the past that I didn't believe in sea level rise, but I think in the last year I can kind of see it a little bit more than ever. So I think it could be a thing, but I had to keep watching it. It doesn't. My properties, I'm buying far inland either way. I'm not buying along the coast. My properties are going to be further inland. So, hello. 342. Okay. What I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I got enough change. Got that. What are your thoughts on the metaverse? What the crap is a metaverse? I don't even know what that is. What parts of Florida are you going to? Pasco County's next. We're gonna do Pasco County. Spring Hill. I want to do more Pasco. I really want to get into Pasco and Pinellas County. Hopefully tomorrow we can get down there. We've been moving very methodically slow. We did right outside of Orlando, but not quite Orlando. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you. Yeah, we did just outside of Orlando, but not quite Orlando. We did just kind of the outskirts of Orlando. We've done Orlando a lot of times, so it's not fair to keep going back to Orlando when there's other places we haven't done. I think I want to work Pinellas County and Pasco County the most right now. Where I'm at right now, it hurts to be here because I wanted to move to this area a while back and everything. But we out here. So that's what's next. We're gonna do the Pinellas. I really wanted to visit Key West. Always wanted to go there. Never been there. Yeah, Key West is worth a visit. Yeah, we have to stay in hotels and it sucks. I'm all into the Metroverse. There's money to be made in that. I don't care about investing in stuff I don't know about. It doesn't matter to me. Like I used to care a lot about investing, and I realized, like, bro, you just gotta live one day at a time. You can't worry too much about too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not all that into, all these all the millennials are investing into Bitcoin and this and that. They think they're gonna get rich, and I don't really give a crap. I should stay in a motel in Pennsylvania around these woods. I gotta take a pill before I eat too, man. I've been trying to work out. I hit the gym at the hotel. They have a fitness area. I'm trying to do at least 45 minutes to an hour of working out every time I stay at the hotel. We only got 12 people. I hope. Do you guys have good signal? Can you see me? If you were in Pennsylvania, you should have went to Hershey. Yeah, I did go to Pennsylvania, but again, like I lived in Alabama for 1 year, and Alabama is not the most massive state. Only like 3 to 5 million people, and 1 year traveling the whole state, I never got to see it. I've been exploring Florida my whole life, and there's still places in Florida I ain't been to. I still have never been to Sanford. I've never been to D-Land. There's places in Florida I've never been to yet, and I've been all over Florida. Let me tell you, like, I've been to places in Florida, but it's impossible. I don't really care about football. I just wear the Michigan thing because I like to meet people and stuff. So if I wear the Michigan shirt, it's a good conversation piece. My wife's from Michigan, so. My thoughts on people being forced to get that before they work. I don't think your job should have anything to do with your health. But if you work for somebody else, that's just the type of garbage you expose yourself to by working for somebody else. I work for me, and that's one of the benefits of being self-employed. One of the benefits of being self-employed is that I don't have to worry about an employer dictating me what I can and can't do. I got a McChicken. It's small. Nope. Okay, no more chicken for you. No. You didn't even want a McChicken until you saw me eating a McChicken. Earth Terror, are you excited for Thanksgiving? Not really. I don't even care about Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate holidays. My favorite McDonald's meal, I hate McDonald's for the most part. I will eat a McChicken every once in a blue moon because nothing else is open. So, when I moved to a western state, California or Arizona Or see, I knew I was going to get that question. What happened to you in Alabama? Now I said you could ask the question. I never said I was going to answer it. But what happened in Alabama is that they don't like Spanish people there. They don't like to see you make money. And there's just small town people that don't want to. They don't want you to, as an outsider, to be there, especially if you're successful. There's too much envy and hate, a lot of racism, a lot of intimidation, cowardly people. Police doesn't protect you if you're not from there. I haven't been able to find a lawyer. I gotta sue a bunch of people in Alabama, and I haven't been able to even find a lawyer to help me. All the lawyers won't even take the case. The co-lawyers don't even. Makes no sense. Yeah. I'll get out to California soon. California and Puerto Rico are probably coming soon. Dime un lugar de West Florida para mudarme en zona cerca de playa, que no sea tan caro y que no haya violencia. Eso no existe, papá. José, velo, eso no existe, mi hermano. Eso no existe. Mira, donde hay barato, no hay... Si es barato, es una basura. Somebody asked me a cheap place where I can live near the beach in Southwest Florida that doesn't have violence. I'm like, no, dude, if it's cheap, it's got... If it's cheap, it's bad. That's the truth right there, though. Okay. The truth wants to know, who would I sue in Alabama? One, my real estate transaction. I want to sue the realtor or the... Well, I guess either realtor or the broker. One of them is responsible for what happened on their end. So there's two realtors that I want to sue. I want to sue the realtor I bought from. I want to sue the realtor I sold with. And so that there's real estate lawsuits. And then there's also a civil rights lawsuit against the Middlebrook Police Department. But I haven't been able to find any lawyers that want to take these cases. That Alabama, let's just let you know that if you move to Alabama and you have a legal dispute, they're not even going to... You can't even get legal representation. That should give you an indication that you don't want to move to the state. I don't want to do that. Every day the law has less and less power. The law that protects people, you know, lawyers, police. Somebody victimizes you in a crime, you don't have any way to protect yourself, you know? Sad. No, Imócali. Barato. Imócali barato. No. Imócali es un lugar que es 90% gente ilegal. Imócali is 90% illegals, bro. You don't want to put your family there. I know I wouldn't. You want to move to a place where 90% of the population is illegal? Or doesn't speak English? I ain't moving there. Did you pretend to be Anglo-white to get... Yeah, you have to. In Alabama, the truth, there was times in Alabama where I did pretend to be somebody I wasn't for my safety more than anything. But, like, for the first 8 months, I was really pretending to be somebody I wasn't for my safety for the most part. But I did like if I talk to you, you would know I was Cuban. I tell you I'm from Florida, whatever. The first thing I told people is I'm Cuban. I'm from Florida. Everybody I met. But in Alabama, you have to pretend you're somebody you're not all the time. Even if you're white, you have to pretend you're a Republican. You have to pretend you're super conservative. Like I didn't really buy into any of that stuff though. I told people straight up, like I don't give a crap about politics. I was me. But when I say I was pretending to be somebody I wasn't for a while, you have to. There are times when you have to know how to answer somebody in a way that isn't the most truthful, but it's what you need to get by. You know, there's a lot of extremists in Alabama, and they want to know if you're an extremist too or whatever. And what I there's times when you have to be very tactful in how to answer somebody. You have to be smart and tactful and know how to answer people. But there was like the last 2 months that I was up there, or my mind blurred at some point. I don't know. I lost track of time and everything. What I lived up there, bro, to this day bothers me, to be honest. No politics, yeah. No politics, guys. No politics. What I lived up there, there's no words to it, bro. Like I've said already, I'm probably never going to live in a rural place ever again. I'm always going to live in the city. I don't want to live out in a rural place ever again. I mean, when I lived out there, wasn't pretty. Not one bit. So Katie's studying for her real estate exam, and I think she's going to be very successful. She's studying really hard. How much money would you estimate that it cost you to move to Alabama and sell the house, etc., and then move back to Florida? Woo-hoo. Moving is when I moved to Alabama, I left with $103,000. Okay, so when I left Florida, I left Naples, I had $103,000, maybe $10,000 in assets. When I left Alabama, I had $118,000 and maybe $20,000 or $30,000 in assets. Moving from Naples to Alabama cost me a hotel stay, one night, 2 gas tanks, because I had a truck and trailer and we just left. We had nothing when we left Naples. Like the stuff we had fit in the back of our trailer, basically a small beat up trailer that we have, and we still have this trailer. So we left Naples with nothing really. Physically, not a lot. Maybe $2,000 or $3,000. Moving to Alabama cost $2,000 or $3,000. Moving back to Florida, I might have lost $20,000 or $30,000 easy. I think $22,000 moving back to Florida, because I had to clean up everything, and I had a lot going on in Alabama. So to move back, I had to destroy a lot of things that I had started. I had to sell vehicles that I had bought, that I was buying cars and parting them out. I had to give all that away. I think leaving Alabama probably cost me $22,000. Moving to Alabama, maybe $2,000 or $3,000 to move to Alabama, but moving back lost me a lot more. Would you ever get an RV? I've had an RV. You have a really good. I think they need to let people live in RVs on empty lots. I don't know what's going on in this world. They're gonna have to let people start living in RVs. I mean, even to put a mobile home in, you need like, I don't know, what do you need to move to a mobile home nowadays? You probably need like At least in Florida, you need 100. I mean, there's a mobile home for $140,000, 160,000. They just need I don't know what they need to let people live in mobile homes. Like I own an empty lot. They need to just let me put a camper there, maybe like a driveway and a septic tank, and just and of course electricity, and a very small impact fee, and just let me live on my lot. Millennials don't. It's not. I don't. We have. I've seen homeless people today. I'm up here in Ocala area, and I've seen homeless people today who don't look like they should be homeless. Like, like homeless people, like you can tell when somebody's homeless and they're chronically homeless. And I think maybe 80% of people that were homeless were chronically homeless. But now you have a lot of homeless people that don't look like they're homeless. Like, they're homeless, but they're not really like the right. They look like they could hold a job, and if you talk to them, they can hold a like they shouldn't be homeless. There's a lot of homeless people right now that I feel shouldn't be homeless. Like, I own my piece of land in Florida. They need to just let me put a camper there. Like, park an RV, maybe put in a driveway, put in a septic tank, and just let me put a camper there so I can live there. Like, I think that needs to happen. There's so much homelessness, but there's laws that they can make. They can change a few laws and let people have housing. Like, there's a lot of people like me right now. We might have $30,000, $40,000 and nowhere to live. I think millennials are we're really getting a bad deal right now. Millennials are the largest group to end. I think there's 90 million millennials. Does somebody know the answer to that? I think it's 90 million millennials. It's almost 1 in 3 people. Almost 1 in 3 people is a millennial. The vast majority of us are renting. We don't have the amount of money we should have. It's projected that by the time we get to be a certain age, we're going to have like millions of dollars to be able to retire. I don't see any millennials doing that, very little. I mean, I see millennials at best paying off a mortgage by the time they're in their 40s. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. But it's a very scary time to be a millennial. Without getting into the politics of it, I feel like there are ways to make life easy for people. We just don't implement them. Like, why not just let people do it? This is why you're investing in crypto. Why would you? The thing about crypto, please, no politics. No politics. Crypto. The thing about crypto is millennials have the worst deal out of all the groups. You got old people, you got retired people, you got poor people, rich people, you got all types of people. Millennials have the absolute stupidest situation. Why would I invest in millennials when we have the worst? The crypto and Bitcoin and all that, that's a millennial thing. Why would I invest into millennials? We have the worst outcome of any race demographic that's ever existed. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't have faith in millennials. Most millennials are just waiting for somebody to die so they can live a little bit better. Dunedin es muy caro. No, Dunedin es bien barato. Busca en Lehigh, bro. En Lehigh vas a encontrar algo barato, pero no te metas en Immokalee, por favor. No te metas en Immokalee. Ven para Lehigh, bro, pero te digo que la delincuencia en Lehigh está al día. Mucha delincuencia. Te roban el aire acondicionado. Si tienes que vivir con mucha gente en tu casa. Si tú vives solo, tú y tu esposa, te metes para Lehigh, la puedes ir fea. Si tú tienes tu familia y todo, te puede ir un poquito mejor. Lehigh está de madre, mucha delincuencia. Y Lehigh tienes que ver en qué parte de Lehigh te vas a meter también. Yeah. Bro, what? Crypto is the future? Yeah, I thought that's why I'm trying. Okay. Crypto, your debit card is cryptocurrency. All my money is in a debit card. That debit card is cryptocurrency. It's a thing that's in the air. It could be the next thing. Who knows? It could be the next thing. But I'm not investing in cryptocurrency. I'm investing in like this pickup truck because I can hook up a trailer behind it and it's ready for 10,000 pounds. That's what I'm investing in. This thing is a 2,500. That's what I'm investing in. I paid this truck that we're in right now. I paid cash money, $30,000 for it. Why? Because it's a 2,500. It has 50,000 miles on it. That means it's a 6.0 gas engine. That's what I invest in the things that I understand. This pickup truck here, I paid $30,000 for it. When I do 30 jobs that are $1,000 a piece, it's paid off. Excuse me. Jose, you're driving to North State. No, I'm in Florida. Alex Jones, who's that? I don't know who that is. What do you think about opening a small coffee shop in St. Augustine or St. John's, Jacksonville? No, I wouldn't open anything restaurant related in Florida. Excuse me, guys. You guys know I'm on this medication for my stomach, and I'm trying to work out and all that. I went to the gym for an hour today. Well, let's see here. Somebody asked about when you first moved to Alabama, didn't you like it? Yeah, I liked it at first, but it was very Mr. DiCarlo. It was very. The first day we moved there, something bad happened to us, and we should have called the cops. But my mind clicked on and said, "Don't call the cops," because I had a feeling that the cops were not going to be on our side from the get go. So I was like, let's not get the cops involved. But we went to Alabama, we left Alabama, and we're alive, and now we're enjoying the world. Another thing, like since I left Alabama, I travel, I stay at resorts. I've done the most ballin' things you could do in your life. You know what I mean? So if tomorrow I'm doing a live stream and somebody pops me, and I'm done, I can say, well, I live good. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't get to live, bro. Like I got to live, and I'm still living. You know what I mean? Like. So if somebody did hurt me, that person hasn't done the things I've done in my life. First of all, I'm not going to spend my life in prison. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about going to prison. I don't have to worry about my kids. I don't have to worry about being locked up. I don't have to worry about being a fugitive. I don't have to worry about any of that. I went to New York City, and I stayed at expensive hotels there. I went to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, Salt Lake Superior. I went to the Florida Keys. I've gone fishing in the Keys. I've rented boats. I've bought new cars. I've done every ballin' thing you could do on the face of this earth. So if tomorrow I die, I did a lot of stuff that most people never got to do in their lifetime, bro. You know what I mean? I've stayed in hotels. I've traveled. I've seen the world. I've given to poor people. I've worked for rich people. I've given the poor. I've done everything there is to do on the face of this earth. So if tomorrow somebody comes and hurts me, since I left Alabama, right, I went through all that experience up there. If today my life comes to an end, I don't have to regret, because I've done things that most people will never get to do in their life. So I've already lived a lot, you know what I mean? And every day, like if I want something, I do it. Like that's it. If I want to do it, I do it, and that's it. Like, if I want to go to Orlando, I'm going to Orlando. If I want to go to Miami, I'm going to Miami. If I want to, like, buy a car, I'm driving the car, bro. Look what I'm in right now, bro. Like, I'm going to do the things, because I realize that you spend your whole life, working and saving money and trying to get rich and investing in cryptocurrency. And one day, somebody blows a red light drinking and your life is over and you didn't get to live. You leave behind all this, you've accumulated riches that you're never going to enjoy. I'm going to enjoy my life, and I'm going to do things that nobody's done. I'm going to California soon. I want to see California. I want to see New York. I want to go to Puerto Rico. I'm doing these things first. Every second that I wake up, I'm going to live. And I have my stomach problems. I don't know. You know what I mean? Do you ever think you'll regret not having a kid? Yeah, for real. I have regretted that a lot. But at the same time, not having a kid, that's a touchy subject for us because we ain't had it, It's a beautiful thing, but at the same time, we're all blessed in different ways. So if I haven't been blessed that way, then me, if that's what like God gave me and everything, and I'd love to see it. But if it don't happen, it don't happen. Are there any cost? All these things cost a lot of money, yeah. But like I said, I left Alabama with $118,000, so that's a lot of money to do a lot of things. And you know, I think maybe invest in real estate or this or that or cryptocurrency. No, I'm not doing none of that garbage. I'm living, bro. And what made me live is going to Alabama, because I realized that like I could have stayed in Naples and had a $400,000 house at some point, but I never left Naples. I never saw the world. Never did anything. So I'm living right now, and I'm not as worried as I used to be. I'm not as afraid as I used to be. If tomorrow the money's over with and dried up, and I gotta sleep in my car, I'm gonna do it happy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lament about what could have been, who would. I live every day for every day, and that's it. Because after the experience that I lived in Alabama, I realized when I left Alabama, I said, man, I never got to see New York City. I never got to buy a new car. I never got to do any of the things I really wanted to do in life. And Alabama could have ended very badly for me. You know what I mean? So, I thought when I left Alabama, I said, look, when I get back on my feet, there's no fear. There's nothing else to fear. After what I lived in Alabama, I said, okay, now I'm alive. I'm going to do the most balling things ever, because I realized that you can have a house and all the things in the world. If you ain't living, you ain't living. You know what I mean? Like, when I go to sleep, I want to sleep and I want to know there's a guard outside. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of racism still here in Florida. Like, when I went to move into Florida, I could have afforded anything I wanted. I had $118,000. And I called my realtor that I thought was my realtor back then. And I said, hey, lady, I'm moving back to Naples. I want to live in a gated community. They wouldn't do it for me. And like, I had enough money to do it, and they wouldn't let me move back into Naples. And she said, why don't you move to Lehigh? That touched me. You have no idea how that touched me. It let me know that it doesn't matter how much money I get. I'm still Hispanic. When I go and I say, I want to move to this gated community with a golf course in the back and a guard out front, you know what I mean? They're not going to give me that. I realized no matter how much money I got, I'm still Hispanic. So I'm going to do things that those people can't do, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm being real with y'all on this, man. Y'all good for you taking a risk and following your heart. Yep. Are you still doing the same type of work now to augment any YouTube income? Yeah, I'm doing good on YouTube. It's good, yeah. If it wasn't for YouTube, we wouldn't be doing any of this. YouTube's good. Like, I don't have to worry about, like, if I went right now and I bought a Ferrari, like, it would be enough to cover the monthly payment on it. You know what I mean? Not that I do that. What do you think about Pembroke Pines? I would be as far west as possible. Like, really, I wouldn't want to be, like, close to the coast in Pembroke Pines. I would want to be way out in the, away from the mess. Like, by Davie and all that, Pembroke Pines is good. But you don't want to be, like, in the urban side by the expressway. You're going to be far out west, far away from the urban core. I wouldn't want to be like in the urban core by like the 95 and all that. I would go like way out, like really out into the suburbs. You know what I mean? Like further, like by Weston and Coral Springs, Parkland, that nicer part of Broward County. You think it's more race or class discrimination? That's a tough question. Well, you have to deal with a little bit of both. Do you still do handyman and hauling jobs? Yeah, I do that. I do hauling jobs. But I'm very selective about who I work for. I don't work for people who are going to exploit me. Like, if somebody's trying to exploit me, like, you got to pay me good. And if you're trying to rip me off, then I'll double up and I'm just not. Like, I'll still do hauling. I bought a 2500 just so I could haul. So yeah, this truck we're in right now, this is a 2500 heavy duty. This is a hauling pickup truck. So I'm still doing that. And I got a beautiful enclosed trailer. I went to a tropical trailer and I bought a 16-foot enclosed trailer, beautiful trailer. It was like $6,000, brand new trailer. And that's to work. So yeah, I have an enclosed trailer and I got this 2500, but it's got to be worth it. You know, like you're not getting, I'm not going to go out there and work all day hauling tile. I mean, like if you got to get rid of a couch or move, yeah, I still do it. And I have a business license in Lee County for it. And I help people in Naples, but it's either like I wish I had my other phone with me right now. I'll show you some of the jobs I got going on. Yeah, and I still have customers that I used to work for that I work for still, but I've cut off about 70% of the people I used to work for because they were used to exploiting me, and I'm never gonna be exploited ever again. No, never gonna be exploited. Jose, what do you think about community in Buckingham? Buckingham is very nice. I don't know what Portico is. Is that the new one they're building north of Buckingham? Excuse me. Well, you get me a McChicken. Katie, you can walk to the McChicken. It's not... Walk to the McChicken. It's right there. I can see where you are right now, Katie. I can see it from here. You can get your own McChicken, Katie. Buckingham is very nice. I don't know which Portico is. Katie, can you look up where Portico is? I don't know where Portico is, but Buckingham is very nice. I would definitely buy in Portico. Or if it's in Buckingham, I would buy. But there's no bad parts in Buckingham. The people are a little bit too far to the right. A little bit to the right, but not. It's not as bad as Alabama, but it's very. It's like, I think Buckingham's like 96% white, so it's a little bit to the right. You know what I mean? But it's Florida people. They're not Alabama people. Buckingham is a great place to be. It's very safe. It's different than the rest of Southwest Florida. I like Buckingham a lot. No complaints with Buckingham so far. If I were buying in Buckingham, I would be buying... Be careful with the new builds, you know. The ones that are inside communities, I think, are a little bit better. But if you're buying like a new build from a developer, I would be very careful. They haven't inspired, from what I've seen so far. There's one company, I think it's called JVC. I can't remember what it's called. It's a white truck and it's got graffiti on the logo. It's 3 letters and it's like a white truck with a blue logo and it's got graffiti on it. It looks like a graffiti logo. That company, I think they built, from what I've seen, they seem to build very good. The Procon is the biggest company building in Buckingham right now. You know, from the residential side of Buckingham. And I'll be honest with you, we have made complaints consistently to those people. The workers drive on our grass. It's endless nightmare. Like, the only problem I've had in Buckingham has been the people that are building the new homes are complete jerks. They are hard to deal with. They're just jerks. Like, there's just the worst part about living in Birmingham so far is dealing with construction workers that come from other parts of Southwest Florida to work in Buckingham, and they just make life impossibly miserable. At 7 in the morning, they start making a house. Like, if they're building a house next to you, you don't get to sleep in. Yes, Traveling Robert has a very nice channel. The best place to be poor in Florida. Maybe Ocala. The best place to be poor in Florida. I would say Ocala, Lehigh. I don't know about that. I don't even know, bro. Ocala be nice because it's more easy to make it. I don't know. That's a very good question. Eric says, yes, you have to be careful with the materials they are using. Example, particle board instead of plywood. Exactly. What Eric is saying, the last comment we got here from Mr. Eric is this. Look, and Mr. Eric, you are a realtor on the east coast of Florida, right? So if anybody needs a realtor on the east coast of Florida, Mr. Eric is a realtor for the area of Port St. Lucie and that coast over there. So if you're looking Palm Bay, all that, the other coast, he's a realtor. in that area. What Mr. Eric is saying is this. For example, construction materials. Great question. They don't use like real plywood. They use OSB plywood, which is particle board, basically. If it gets wet, it's gone. Now, the good thing about, let's say like where we live in Buckingham, is that they'll put up particle, if they use particle board on the roof. I haven't been paying attention to what type of material they use on the roofs. If I told you, I'd be lying. When I built my house in Naples, I did not use particle board. I used real plywood. The difference is, back then, a sheet of particle board was $8, and a sheet of real plywood, 3/4 inch plywood, was like $32. And those prices have both increased. You know, I don't even know how much it costs. Like, I got to see in Alabama, when I lived in Alabama, I got to see a sheet of 3/4 inch pressure treated plywood for over $100. So construction materials. Not only that, I think the biggest fraud isn't even the construction materials. I think the biggest fraud is the foundations are a big problem. I think structural settling is a big problem. Build quality in general with some of the smaller builders could be a problem. And also, you want a builder that's building like 60 houses right now. If they're building 3 houses, you don't want that builder. You want a builder that comes in with 40 people to put in like one thing I do like about Procon, and they're building a lot of houses where I live in. I don't like them as a company. Just to be clear, no association. I don't even like these people. Their workers are angering me on a daily basis where I live in Buckingham. So no association. But what I like about Procon, for example, is that they're so big that when they're going to come in, like let's say they're going to put bricks in a house, they'll put bricks up in one day. They'll put Key Homes is another big one, and I think they sell through Keller Williams. When they're going to put in your roof, in one day they put your roof. You know what I mean? Like I've literally got home and like there's a house next to me. And I was like, how did that happen? Like when they're putting in the bricks for the home, the blocks, not the bricks, the blocks. When they're putting up the blocks, they'll do that in a day. When they're doing the foundation for the house, when they're pouring the concrete, one day. You know, so they're once they get the permits, they move. You know what I mean? So they do. You want a builder that has enough access to 20 people. You don't want 3 guys to come and spend a month putting blocks in your house. You don't want that. You want 20 Mexicans to show up at your house and do this in one day. And what I do like about Procon is that, like, and Key Homes, I think, is that when they go in there, like, I seen one house where they had like 20 people, like one house across the street from me, and I have a camera facing in that direction. What I should do is I should do a time-lapse video showing how they built that house. I just don't know how to get the video from the camera to like a memory card or something so I can edit it. But they literally, like, in one day, 20 guys came and they put all the blocks together in one day. So all that concrete settled at the same time. All that concrete has the same tech. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want them to do it in stages. You know, you want them most come in and done. You know what I mean? So that's one good point that Eric has made. It's that, but the real problem of construction and builds right now in Florida is along these lines. Like, normally it costs me $240 to get a survey. Okay, so a survey is a guy that comes out and he finds out where the 4 corners of your lot are, and he does an elevation certificate to know what the base elevation of your house is, so you know how far your foundation has to be so you can build your house above the flood zones and all that. The surveys, I could usually knock it out, at least staking out the 4 corners, which is called a boundary survey. I used to pay $240 for that, and I did probably 20 or 30 of them when I lived in Naples. When I used to sell sheds, I used to have to get surveys before I could put them in, and you can get a survey to come out and do that for like $240. That was the commercial price, so I would guess $300 to $400 would be the first, you know, if you don't have a surveyor. People, the cheapest quote that I've got is $800. One guy quoted me almost $4,000. So here is a problem. A surveyor used to charge $240 for a survey. Now a surveyor costs you $3,000. You see what I'm saying? And then you have surveyors, you have inspections, you have a brick guy, you have a foundation guy, you have a rebar material guy, you have a concrete price, you have a a fill price, you have a dump truck price, you have all these hundreds and thousands of elements that go into building a house. You have material, dump truck, all these different tile, roofing shingles. You have all these materials, and a roofing tile might have been $1. Now it's like $3. So everything is just so much more expensive. Like I said, a surveyor, and all he comes out is stake out the four corners of the property. You could do that for $240. Not anymore. Now that surveyor wants $3,000 to do the same exact thing. So everything has become more expensive, and that explains why house prices now are more expensive. Because a builder, to give you an idea, if a builder could sell your house for $200,000, he would sell it to you because he could sell 50 houses more, and now he's selling 3 houses. He would rather sell 100 houses because he'd make more profit. The reason he can't do that is because he's got to get a surveyor. Now, if you're doing the house yourself, that's when you call that surveyor is going to be like, oh, well, I don't know who you are, so I'm going to upcharge you. So that surveyor is going to charge you $2,000 for the survey. But that builder, he knows what things cost. And that builder's going to go to that surveyor and say, hey, we're going to build 100 houses this year. How much is this survey going to cost me? And the guy will be like, oh, I'll do it for $300. The guy's like, I'll give you $280. Let me know if you want to do it. And the surveyor is going to take that. So what costs the contractor $280 is going to cost you $2,000. So you want a builder that's big enough to where they have surveyors, they have materials. They're not buying, small loads of stuff. They have an empty lot with everything they need. So in that aspect, there's an advantage to going with a bigger builder because they're not going to have those supply chain and labor shortage problems. They already have access to that when you're building a new home. Let me go through some of these questions. Inflation, exactly. Mi hermano dice Manzano. He says, and they are rushing so much that they don't put sealant in hidden places. Exactly. Right now, the quality of when you buy something, whether it's a car, a house, or, I don't know, a pill, everything is garbage nowadays because of that. I think my survey was $300. That's about what it should cost, yeah. Why do you think Florida is not good for opening the restaurant business? We had its experience from New York City when we went to St. Augustine last year. In Florida, the customers are seasonal. So you need to understand, for example, in the Panhandle, they get tourists in the summer. So Orange Beach, Alabama, Pensacola, Florida, Panama City. In the summer, people from Alabama, Tennessee, and Kentucky go to those beaches. So in the winter, they're dead. But in South Florida, in the winter, it's 80 degrees. So like December and January, we're in South Florida, everything's packed. But in December, everything's dead in Panama City Beach. Florida's a seasonal place. Your customers are seasonal. Your light bill's not seasonal. Your rent's not seasonal. Your internet's not seasonal. You understand? All your bills are there year-round. But your customers are not. Red tide, hurricanes. I wouldn't recommend opening a restaurant. It's just dumb. I mean, like, haven't you seen what happened in 2020? Why would you invest in a restaurant? Look, I could open a Cuban restaurant. I have enough money, and I have a few other partners that also have money. We could open a Cuban restaurant, and we could make a lot of money. But we don't do it because, one, it's slavery. Two, all they have to do is lock everything down, and you still got to pay the rent. You still got to pay your insurance on your employees. You still have to pay insurance liabilities, licenses. You still got to spray for cockroaches, but your front door is closed. So you don't want to be in a business where your overhead is like this, but your customers come and go. The government can dictate if your doors are open or not. I have a truck and trailer. If right now there's a curfew and you can't leave my house, I live in a neighborhood where I can drive 3 miles on the road and make some money. I'm going to do that because I have a truck and trailer. Nobody's going to stop me. You know what I mean? The government can't tell me what to do with my truck and trailer. I can drive my truck and, my vehicle. You know what I mean? When everything was, during the lockdowns, when hotels were closed and restaurants were closed, I got in my vehicle and I drove to Jacksonville, Florida and did videos there. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, if you want to, you can invest and do that. But to me, it doesn't make sense to invest in a restaurant. But if you want to do it, that's good. I like restaurants. I love restaurants. But a lot of New Yorkers open cigar shops and restaurants in Florida, and they don't last very long. Just so you know that. I've lived in Florida for 21 years, and people come from New York, and they open an Italian restaurant and a cigar shop, and like a year later they close, and then another New Yorker comes in and does the same thing, and they close, and then another New Yorker comes in, like there's a place where I used to live in Naples that's had 17 different restaurants. Every year, a new restaurant goes into there, and the most I've seen them last is 3 to 4 years. They never last longer. Sometimes they don't make it 2 or 3 years, Also, you have to do a contract. When you lease a building for a restaurant, you're not releasing month to month. They're going to want a 3 or a 5 year contract. And the money for that lease, it's not like, oh, I'm going to make it. You have to have that money in an account that you can't access. Like, so if the lease, let's say it's going to cost you for 5 years, I don't know, $100,000, probably more. I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there. Just to keep these numbers round. If it's going to cost you, if your lease is for $100,000, you got to have $120,000, a little bit more, $120,000 in an account that you don't access for that lease. You got to do a 3 to 5 year contract. So if you're lucky in a beat up plaza in a place that isn't going to be successful, you might find somebody that'll give you a 1 or 2 year lease. But most likely, at least in Naples and the really prosperous areas, they want a 3 to 5 year lease. So you may be stuck with that lease even if you know what I mean? I'm just giving you information so you know. Hey, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying, do you know what you're doing? Because you can have a lot of money. I've met rich people who had restaurants they wanted a restaurant and they had enough money to do it. And they're like, we're going to spend, I don't know, $1 million doing a restaurant. And if they lose it, they don't care because they have another $50 million in the bank. You know what I mean? So if you just want to do it, go ahead and do it. But if you're doing it to make money, I don't know. And I could be wrong. You might be successful. In employment, what's better, Ocala or Gainesville? In employment, I think Ocala. That's a tough question. I think Ocala is more normal people, and Gainesville is more like young people. I would go with Ocala probably, maybe. If I personally, like, I'm gonna start, like, I own a junk removal business. Well, that's the question, because it depends on what type of service you do, what type of thing you do. Because if I had to pick between Ocala and Gainesville, I've considered Ocala to move there. I'm in Ocala area right now. Gainesville's like, for me, it's like whatever. But who knows? Analytically, if I were to analytically study, oh crap, thank you. Somebody just gave me $10. Who was it? Somebody gave me $10. Who was it? Oh, Joe D. Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. A box truck, yeah. Thank you so much, Jody. I appreciate it. Ocala all the way. I think, yeah, you have to be much more influential in Gainesville, but all our jobs pay. Yeah, I think Ocala. That's a tough question. I've never considered moving to Gainesville. Never. I have considered moving to Ocala. So I would think Ocala, but that doesn't mean anything. Because you could sit down and you could analytically study it, and it would make more sense. Like, if I really analytically studied whether Ocala or Gainesville is better for what I do, it's possible that Gainesville could be better. You gotta look at housing prices. You gotta look at, like, for me, I need landfill price. All that matters. Like for example, I have a junk removal business. And the Southwest Florida landfill is in Buckingham. I live in Buckingham. Yay! I live 10 minutes from the landfill. Yay! When I lived in Naples, I lived an hour and 20 minutes from a landfill. You know what I mean? I could drive to the landfill in 35 minutes, but then it would take me that much longer to get into the landfill because there's a line. So, if I were to analytically study living in Gainesville, and it also depends how much money you have. For example, like if your net worth is $40,000, you might be better off in Gainesville. If your net worth is $100,000, you might be better off in Ocala. But then again, if your net worth is $500,000, you might be better in Gainesville. So like, there's a lot to study. You can analytically study and find a place that makes more sense for what you need. You know what I mean? I personally, like, day-to-day life, I don't like Gainesville. Gainesville's a place just. It might be like for short. If I was short term, to be there short term as a student, maybe Gainesville, I would say, be better if you're short term for a student. I don't know. You guys are throwing hard questions at me today, but thank you so much for the $10, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm coming from Rhode Island. Okay, Rhode Island. Rhode Island. Lot to think of there. To me, South Florida is South Florida, and there's just, the palm trees, the beaches. It's a whole different type of life down there. There's a lot of people from Southeast Florida moving to Ocala. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. They will appreciate with the time. Exactly. Yeah, I think Ocala has better future potential than Gainesville. I do think Ocala would probably be a better choice. Ocala has economical prospects that are better than Gainesville, I would say. Gainesville, to me, doesn't really. Yeah, long term, I think Ocala's got more going for it. And like my subscriber said, people from Southeast Florida are moving to Ocala. I've been thinking about moving to Ocala. You know what I mean? I'm in the Ocala area now. I'm in the Denellen area. I'll show you guys before I end the live stream real quick, so you guys can get an idea for this area that we're in. This is the Ocala area, and this is one of my favorite places in the Ocala area. You have a Publix right here. Look, you got an AT&T. You got an AT&T. You got a Publix. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I like this area a lot. You got a Publix. You got an AT&T. Yeah, you got everything. Like the Ocala area is good, man. I think the Ocala area is great. According to my car, it's 42 degrees. I'm gonna go outside for a second. Some fresh air real quick. Coming down. Oh, you're coming over here, Katie? Come on down, Katie. You're gonna come downstairs, Katie? Come on over here. But you guys have been asking me if about my work right now, so I'll show you guys my truck. Since you guys are asking me about work, it's a 2500 GMC. So you can see it's got 8 lugs. About this truck, it's got 50,000 miles on it, and that's my work truck. You know what I mean? Very nice piece of work equipment. That's the money maker right there. Very good. It's got, I think, a 10,000 pound hauling capacity. No, the Ocala area is new. I mean, you can see this parking lot is very new. It's very clean. This is a little bit more country. This area of Florida is a little bit more country. You got Tractor Supplies, Bells, AT&T. But you can see that I'm in the parking lot at night. It's very clean. There's no litter. Wait, what's with the truck? With this truck? Oh, it's a work truck. I'm just showing you guys because a lot of people were asking me if I still do a hauling service, and I still do. It's a very nice truck. Yeah, the other truck. What happened to the other truck is that the other truck, even though it was brand new, it had a lot of trouble. It had electrical issues. It had just a lot of trouble. Yeah, I like this area a lot. It's very clean, and you can see, give me a second. There's a little bit of glare. I don't know why there's so much glare. Okay, maybe there's just glare. Why is there so much glare? Whatever. Anyways, it's a very clean area. Look, there's like no litter. Like, this is the Ocala area. Look at this, though. There's like no litter anywhere. No litter anywhere. Look how clean this parking lot is. You know what I mean? It's that in Ocala. This is outside of Ocala. It's called Denellen. It's kind of a far suburb of Ocala. Ocala is in that direction over there. So from here to downtown Ocala, I'm 35 minutes to downtown Ocala. But this, look how clean this is. There's a McDonald's over there. There's people eating their McDonald's in the parking lot. Very clean. Look at this. Like, there's no litter anywhere. Look at the moon. How pretty, guys. No litter in this parking lot. There's a new Walgreens there. There's a Cuban restaurant right over there. It's a Cuban restaurant. It's called Latin Family. I think there's 3 Cuban restaurants here. There's a Cuban restaurant there. Now, this area is mostly white. There's a little small black neighborhood back there. There's a little area that's black, but it's mostly white around here. There's not too many Spanish people either. There's more Spanish people. If you got on 200 goes from here straight into Ocala. If you go on 200 in southwest Ocala off of 200, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans moving into Ocala. A lot of Cubans and Puerto Ricans are starting to move into Ocala. But it's a very small percentage of people. I mean, it's really small. I think Katie's walking over here. She's on her way over here in a little bit. I got Katie walking. But it's a really, look at this. There's like literally no, Orlando has a lot of Puerto Ricans. Oh, yeah. But look, bro, look how clean this parking lot is. There's literally like very little litter at all. Look how clean this parking lot is. You know what I mean? New Publix. So I like Denellen a lot. Like, we wanted to move here. We're actually looking at buying a few lots here. In the Citrus Spring, which is a little bit south of here. This is a really clean town. I love it out here. Like, we wanted to move here. I know people out here already. Like, I've met people. Miami have Cubans and Colombians. Yeah, Colombians. And now there's a lot of Venezuelans. There's not even that much litter in this parking lot. Like, look how clean this is, bro. Nicely paved. There's a bank over there. Yo, look how clean this is. Look how beautiful this is, y'all. And, like, I'm out here at night, like, bro, like, in Alabama, like, there's no way you could do a live stream in Alabama without getting shot up. Like, somebody would come and rob you in a heartbeat in Alabama for doing what I'm doing right now. But Alabama, like, is different. Like, Florida's an open, concealed carry state. So it's a little bit, the laws are different. You know what I mean? All that contributes to safety. Andre Felipe, Clearwater is very nice. Remember, it's a huge Scientology area, which I don't know. I don't even understand what the crap Scientology is. I might do Clearwater tomorrow. Orlando have a lot of Puerto Ricans. I think all the schools, hospitals are in Boca. Yeah, Boca's nice. Definitely cleaner than Lehigh. Oh, man, Lehigh. Good old Lehigh, bro. Hey, I'm late. Is Ocala horse country? Yeah, this is horse country. If you go north of here, there's an area called Morriston and Romeo. Very beautiful country areas. I even know people here. Like, I started to attend my religious group here. I went to a few meetings here already. So I know a lot of people here. Like, I literally met people here. A lot of people here. I know people here, like, already. Like, I've made, I spent a lot of time here. This is a great area. A lot of my subscribers have moved here. I think I remember at least 5 or 6 subscribers who I helped move to this little town. So this is a very good area. Katie's on her way over here. We'll keep an eye out for her. Yeah, that's where I'm from. I've seen your videos. You drove near Bell Boulevard. Oh yeah, you're living near. I got family off of Bell Boulevard. Yeah, I mean, I got family all over Lehigh, really, but yeah, if you live off of Bell Boulevard, I got family out there, bro. Box truck driver have a lot of opportunity. Doing deliveries, yeah, that's good work here. Non-CDL, yeah, you'll be all right. I think if I had a box truck, yeah, I think it's okay. Está bien. No, para hacer un box truck está bien. And if anybody needs private consulting, I can help you. If you have if you have an elaborate list of things you need to know, like if you're thinking about moving somewhere in Florida, like I can do private consulting too if you need that. I'm surprised the cops haven't showed up. There's usually cops somewhere out here. Gracias. Mira, JP, Ocala tiene bastante trabajo. La vivienda es más barata. It's a small world. Yeah, I got family off of Bell Boulevard. Yeah, I got family off of Bell Boulevard and all that stuff, bro. So if you're off of Bell Boulevard, if you meet any Cuban off of Bell Boulevard, that whole area there, they might be related to me because I got a lot of family out there. So if you know any Cubans out there, they might be related to me. But that doesn't mean I'm cool with them or anything. Like, just because they're my family doesn't mean I'm cool with them. But you know what I mean? Like, there's just too many of us. We're a huge family down there. Like, we are the Hatfields and McCoys of we're the Hatfields and McCoys of Naples. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us in Naples area. I see Katie over there. She's walking to McDonald's. Let's go get her. Let's go pick up Katie, guys. I see her walking over there. I don't know if McDonald's is open inside, so let's go get Katie. She's over there. Let's go get Katie. I see her by the McDonald's. She wants to get a McChicken. She saw that I got a McChicken, so now she wants a McChicken. Let's go over there. Let's go pick up Katie. It's cold. The car thinks it's 42 degrees. Look. 42 degrees, y'all. Uh-oh. The car thinks it's 42, so that's what it actually feels like. Let me put this in here. Drive-through only. I'm coming, baby. I see you. I'm coming. I see you, baby. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you, Katie. Ooh, it is cold. The car thinks it's 42, so it feels like 42 out there. You making her walk? Yeah. Walking ain't never hurt nobody. Who's scared to walk? I'm not scared to walk. Walking ain't... I walked today on the treadmill for... I've already walked 2 miles on the treadmill, and when I get back to the hotel, before I shower, I might jog a little bit more. I am trying to be healthy. I'm trying. I'm not saying I'm accomplishing it, but I'm trying it. You know what I mean? I'm trying it. Am I accomplishing it? That's a whole different thing. Yeah, I'm not know if I'm accomplishing it, but drive-through only. There's Katie. Come on. In her Michigan sweater. Katie in her Michigan sweater. Michigan. How that walk treat you, huh?
You'll find out later.
Oh, you're mad at me? Are you mad at... Okay, somebody hit on you?
No.
Somebody bother you?
No. You'll find out later.
Okay. You fell?
No.
You get arrested?
No.
Can you at least tell me in a text so I can know? I mean, I gotta know what happened. Did walking across the street put you in danger?
No.
Text me out. I'm curious. We got a bunch of people on here. We got 60 people. And we're gonna get Katie a McChicken. She wants a McChicken because I got a McChicken. How greedy. How greedy of you. Do you have any cash on you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I hate using the card for such a small
Welcome
thing.
to McDonald's. Will you be using the mobile app today?
No.
No.
What can I get for you?
I'll have a McChicken.
Okay.
And a small sweet tea.
And a bottle of water.
And a small fry.
You said a small fry?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
$6.83.
All I had was a McChicken, bro.
I share everything with you.
Alright. So yes, guys, give me a second. I'll read your comments here in a second. I love this truck, by the way. This truck, to me, I like it more than the new. Do you like this truck more than the new one?
Yes, I do.
Really? This truck, the other one was cooler.
No, I like this one.
You like this one more than the other one?
Yeah.
This is like a well, this one has better towing capacity and stuff like that.
That's what I
The
like.
gas mileage on this thing is horrendous, though.
Yeah.
Horrendous gas mileage. Y'all making me hungry. I want a chicken. Monkey says he wants a chicken too. Hey, Jeff Davis. Walking is nice unless you're drunk. Then I'd rather drive. You're kidding. Just kidding. You good?
I'm
What's
sober.
up, Davis? I hope we got Alabama in the house. You still in Birmingham, Alabama, Mr. Davis? I hope you're doing well. Miami's pushing people off for real.
I don't like walking across.
I'm proof of the Cubans move into the Cape, but it's slowing. The prices in the Cape are going up. It's becoming a community for people with some resources. Yeah, mi hermano, los Cape Coral se ha puesto caro. Cape Coral is getting ridiculous. I hope you're doing well in Cape Coral, my brother. I went to Louisville since the last time we talked. I don't know if you saw my last videos. What, 2 months ago we're in Louisville?
Yeah.
How did you get so much money? You've been stealing all my cash. Look at her, bro. Unbelievable. Look at all the money she's got. She stole all my ones, bro.
I got more.
Look at her counting all the money she's taken from. Look at her. She took all my pocket change, bro. I'm sure there's not $20 between all this. It's all ones, but she took all my ones, bro. I was looking for when I bought my McChicken. I was like, what happened to all my ones, bro? You took them.
Yeah.
Did they? No, they ain't gonna swing me. No.
No.
Don't play no. No, a mí no me cojan para el trajín ahora. A mí no me cojan para el trajín con eso. You still have one trailer for work? I got 2 trailers for work now. I bought a brand new enclosed trailer. Yes, sir, Birmingham, Alabama. Mr. Davis, have you gone up to the car museum yet, or have you gone up to the Balkan yet? Have you been up to the Balkan yet? How much money you give me? 7?
Yeah.
Cool. There's change there if you want to change, but whatever, get more change.
Yeah.
683.
Good customers always come back. See?
Yeah.
I was here a minute ago.
Yeah.
She's like, "Who's this girl you picked up in the last minute?"
Wife. I'm his wife for life. Yeah. Yeah.
More change.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Jose, grab your water.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making faces. What's your sweet tea? Small sweet tea.
Yeah, I went downstairs and got a water.
Cool. Where's your golf cart, Jose? It's not a golf cart. It's a electric scooter. It's in the back of my truck. It's an electric scooter. It's nothing fancy. You from New York? Quedándote que te mochan. Oh, wow. Yeah, I did that. Thanks for telling me about it. I love the view. Isn't it cool up there? Yeah, you can see all Birmingham. That's pretty cool up there. I'm from New York.
You have the chicken small fries?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. He's from New York. You from New York. I'm from New York. You from New York. Everybody's from New York.
Yeah. He has a fry.
I don't want to eat fries. They're unhealthy. I'm trying to stay healthy.
Liar.
I haven't touched a fry in weeks, bro.
You had fries today.
I'm good, baby. I just had them shaking. I don't want to eat too much. I'm good. Let's find a nice spot where we can hang out and do a live chat while you eat.
I like that.
You like it? I like it like that. There's so many people on here, bro. So you guys, I asked you guys to ask me anything you want. I haven't had that many interesting questions. You guys asked me if I like Joe Biden. You guys asked me, you eating a chicken next to me.
Would you like some?
No, I can't do it. I already had one. That's it. I bought the water for me.
Did you eat it slowly?
Yeah, I did. I ate it very slowly. I'm sure you don't want to be on live while you eat your chicken, right?
Okay.
Okay. Can you give me a happy meal and then any questions?
Yeah.
A nice truck, que Dios te lo deje disfrutar. Sí, gracias, mi hermano. No, nosotros sí estamos disfrutando la vida en estos momentos. I mean, we're traveling. There's black people in the villages? No, it's probably you think the village is probably racist?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it, yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, they seem like very uptight people. Like, I don't think if I was black I'd want to be there.
Like there might be an underground group.
No, I wouldn't say that, but I would say if I was black I wouldn't want to be there. If you're black and you want to be you want to feel normal, you might want to try something like Cape Coral or maybe dang, bro, it sucks to be black. I'm sorry, bro. No, Broward County or Orlando area, you'll be better. Broward County, Orange or Seminole, you might be better. I would probably stay away from. I would probably. If I was black, I wouldn't want to be in the villages. The Ocala area.
I didn't even want to be in the villages.
Katie's white and she's like, I don't want to be there. No, it's very uptight, man. Affluent African Americans are mostly around West Palm Beach or around Palm Beach area. If I was African American, I was affluent. I would want to be somewhere like Palm Beach County. For example, Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens. They're a little bit more expensive, but there's a lot of affluent African Americans there, where you can feel more comfortable around being around African Americans that are kind of more affluent. But I wouldn't want to. If I was black, I wouldn't. But they're very tight knit, bro. Y'all chilling? It's 25 in Rhode Island and want to trade places. Want to move to Rhode Island?
I don't know. Is all expenses paid? Ow!
Sorry, man. Katie, you're going to be doing more cooking shows. We're living in efficiency, bro. It's hard to do a cooking show out of efficiency. Rhode Island's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would want to go to Rhode Island not from permanently though.
I filmed a video.
I am
He
crazy.
didn't like what I made, so he deleted my video.
Which one?
The soup,
Why did I delete it?
because you thought it sucked.
No, because I've been on YouTube a long time, and I know when something's garbage, you don't want it on your channel. I'm trying to help you. Do I look like Beavis and Butthead doing this? I got the toe mirrors. A TP for my bunghole. Would you ever collaborate with Traveling Robert? Oh, I would love to. Yeah, I love his channel. I don't know how we would collaborate because his channel is more travel. I like the guy.
Travel, but
Yeah, I love to meet the guy. He seems like a very, and I'm not the type of person that associates with other people very much. I might do business with somebody, but like actually be cool with somebody. I don't know but Traveling Robert, the guy seems like you can just, when somebody's like serious, una gente de verdad, limpia, tú sabes, decente, you can tell Traveling Robert, all you gotta do is look at him and see how he behaves, and you can tell he's a stand-up dude, you know what I mean? Like, I would love, if I ever had the opportunity to work with him, I would. But his channel is a lot bigger than mine, you know, he's got over 100,000 subscribers. How many subscribers does he have already? I don't even think I'm gonna shower tonight. It's so cold, I don't even want to shower. I have to shower, of course. Bro, are you hiring? Are you hiring? Nah.
What?
No, I don't know.
We don't do...
No, yo trabajo independientemente. Trabajitos pequeñitos, todo eso. No, Traveling Robert, man, you can just tell that dude. Es una gente seria. Además hay que mirarlo y se ve con un tipo serio. Traveling Robert, si no lo conocen, es un cubano de Miami que tiene un travel channel. Él tiene un canal de viajar. Se llama Traveling Robert. Es un canal igual que el mío, pero he's on a whole different level. And he sings, he edits his video. The guy is talented in every way. He's talented. He's got a lot of subscribers. I would love to collaborate with him one day. I have a lot of respect for the guy. Jose from Coleman, Alabama. What's up, man? Pleasure to have you here with us. You know, Coleman, Alabama is one of those towns that I went there and I felt like I had a great time in Coleman, Katie, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful houses. But then, you know, if you see my Coleman videos, you read the comments and people said a lot of bad things about Coleman. And I actually worked with somebody from Coleman, Alabama. One of the hardest working person I met in Alabama was from Coleman. And so I know a little bit about the town, you know. To me, it seemed like a really nice town. The people seemed very friendly. The town, very beautiful. But, you know, the history of the town, it's hard, you know. That's a tough cookie right there. But it's a pleasure to know that you're here with us today on our channel, you know what I mean? It's a pleasure to have you here with us. So I appreciate your presence for sure. Let's see what else we got. What is your opinion of the worst city in Alabama? I think Pritchard is pretty bad, and that's right outside of Mobile, Alabama. I mean, that place is just nasty. Selma, Alabama's in bad shape. That Uniontown, Alabama place is in bad shape. A very racist place. They don't like white people there. That Uniontown was pretty bad. Pritchard was pretty bad. Places that really suck in Alabama. I don't know. Places that really suck in Alabama.
Okay.
Montgomery's pretty crappy for a big city, though. Would you ever getting a fishing boat for your channel? I could buy a boat if I wanted to, and I would actually enjoy it a lot, but it's not what I need to do right now.
It's not practical.
It's not practical right now. We rent boats every once in a while.
Yeah.
What do you think about the value of Bonita Springs? Well,
Overpriced?
yes. Nonetheless, it's a great place to be. I wouldn't buy in Bonita. I would rent. What do you think pay rent? I would rent Bonita. I mean, Bonita is a great town of great people. And I'm not saying I'm not just slapping a label on Bonita. It is a great little place with incredible people. I mean, Bonita Springs is a great town. I would personally never buy in Bonita. It's overpriced right now. But it's a small geographical area. and everybody knows it's good, so everybody wants to be there. So, and I have helped a lot of people move to Bonita, and everybody that I've helped move to Bonita has told me how great of a town it is. Bonita Springs. Well, I lived in Naples, but I lived right on the border between Naples and Bonita, so I know Bonita very well. Like, if I needed to go to McDonald's, I would go to Bonita. Well, you worked in Bonita, Katie, right?
Yeah, I worked
Fact,
at the Bonita McDonald's.
She worked at the Bonita McDonald's. She worked at the Bonita Gym. I worked at the Bonita. Yeah, we both worked in Bonita. Probably we both worked in Bonita more than we worked in Naples.
Yep.
Yeah. So we were very familiar with Bonita.
I did work in Naples for a couple of my jobs.
She worked in Naples for her jobs, but you know what I did find odd about Bonita?
Mm-hmm.
With my junk?
Yeah.
With my junk removal service.
Yeah.
With my junk removal service, what I found really odd about Bonita, I never got too many junk removal jobs in Bonita. You ever notice that? You ever notice that about Bonita?
Yeah.
Dude, the McDonald's smells like crap. You got those fries? I can smell those fries right here.
You want some?
I'm telling you, I'm smelling it. I don't like it. Have you been to Claremont? Yeah, we've done videos in Claremont. Very nice little town as well. Yeah, Bonita, it's overvalued right now. Like an empty lot in Bonita is over $100,000. That's steep because I remember a while back we've had family members that have bought houses in Bonita for $70,000. You know, I don't know. But again, it's a good place, so I'm so sleepy. Y'all, I'm getting tired for real. Oh, so tired. Why is Florida packed? Because it's better. Weather, beaches, safety, low taxes. All those things combined to make Florida much more attractive than a lot of other states. I love the videos you did about Coleman, the other videos you did on Alabama. Thank you so much. I did the best that I could for Alabama. And I just hope that whatever happened to me doesn't happen to other people. But I did Alabama a fine deed if you think about it. I mean, everybody said, for example, everybody said Coleman was racist and bad. We went there and we did videos and we showed the good side of Coleman. And, you know, coming from being a Hispanic, going to Coleman and showing the good stuff lets you know that I'm not a prejudiced person. I mean, I gave it a fair shot, you know what I mean? And I did Alabama the best deed that I could, you know? Now, if the way Alabama dealt me, then one day they're going to have to answer to the Lord. The people that did that to me, they're going to have to answer to the Lord about why they did that to me for, you know? Because I didn't do Alabama anything bad. I did Alabama a great thing by going to places like Coleman. And if you're watching me, we have several people watching from Alabama. I encourage you to continue being part of our channel, you know what I mean? I'm not going to let the people that try to scare me out of Alabama also steal our friendship from us, you know what I mean? We can still be friends. Yeah, we went through that experience and all that, but we're still, like, you know what I mean? Not everybody is like that. So I appreciate that there's so many people from Alabama that still follow our channel. Want to move to Florida. Yeah, that's good. A lot of people want to move to Florida. But Florida is currently the third, and I told you guys how in Alabama, it was easier to make money in Alabama than here as a regular person.
Yep.
So, Talladega here. We got Talladega. Look at that. So we got Coleman. We got Talladega. No, I'm not going to lie. If right now I had to go to Coleman or Talladega or Birmingham, I would feel very intimidated right now because there's a little bit of post-traumatic stress and all that. But it's beautiful that you guys are still here with us today. There's so many people from Alabama are still with us. I really appreciate it. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. That we still have people from Alabama that are part of our channel.
Yeah, what I think was horrible is just a few people ruined it for a beautiful state to us.
Yeah.
A few people.
I don't want to leave Alabama.
And there are many, many beautiful people in Alabama.
Yeah. I said it. I did not want to leave Alabama. And I'll say that again. I did not want to leave Alabama. I was making good money. I was living a more quiet lifestyle. The problem with Alabama was that the police there it's like the Klan, basically. Like, literally, like, what the crap, bro? Like, you know, you get pulled over and you fear for your life.
A few bad apples can ruin a bunch.
Yeah. Like, they're all clanned up, bro. Like, I'm Hispanic, and there's all you gotta do is watch the news out of Birmingham and stuff, bro. Like, they make Hispanic people disappear up there, bro. This ain't no lie, bro. I'm being real as crap with y'all. Is North Fort Myers a safe place to live? Look, North Fort Myers,
It's
it's
changing.
not. But the question was, is it a safe place to live? There's a lot of junkies there right now.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of junkies. I mean, they just found somebody dead not that long ago. North Fort Myers is a white trash place. It's just poor. It's got a great location, and there's great people there. I mean, like, what's that place we go to in North Fort Myers? The barbecue place we go to? What's it called? It's good, down to earth
No
people,
idea.
man. Baby, you know what I mean? Right off the 41.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't know the name.
Well, you just sounded all snobby. She thinks her poop don't stink.
I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of the name.
All right. Well, anyways, what the problem with North Fort Myers is that you have a lot of, like, just junkies running through there, homeless people, junkies running through there. It's just a little too much. You know what I mean? It's not the best area in Southwest Florida, but I will tell you this: I like down to earth people, and North Fort Myers are good country down to earth people. Even though it's city, they're not like, but they have their problems there. Can't wait to visit Florida. All right. I'm starting to recognize about Alabama police, Jose, they don't listen to you at all. Yeah, Mr. Davis, you need to be careful with the police in Alabama. You have to say yes, sir, yes, ma'am. You have to be very careful with the police in Alabama. They'll make you disappear. Alabama is a very corrupt state, and one of the reasons we left was not even the criminals; it was law enforcement. So, like, the problem, we wasn't even criminals, because, okay, we get targeted by a criminal, I call the cops, and the criminals run away. But when the cops are afraid of the criminals, so the problem with Alabama is not even the criminals, it's the cops. The cops are afraid to do their job, and they don't protect minorities or outsiders. So that's all you need to know right there. Nancy Pelosi is moving to Jupiter.
What?
Nancy Pelosi is moving to Jupiter. Jupiter's pretty. Jupiter's very pretty. Earth Tarot Drug. Alabama is a crazy state. Paul says, I heard that of 250 cities, Marco Island is always ranked number one at safety. Yeah, safety is very important for a lot of people. Marco Island, Naples area, very safe area. Safety to me as a YouTuber is important. And Naples used to be the safest city, so I grew up in one of the safest places you could think of. Even though there were shootings on our street back to back. But it's different because, like, when you're from in Naples, the street we lived on in Naples was a bad street. Naples is the safest city in the country for a long time. And Marco Island is still considered the safest city, and that's right next to Naples. Basically a very safe place. And, well, all I can say is there were always shootings in our neighborhood and stuff, but, like, you just knew those are people that had it coming no matter what. Like, so, like, you just don't deal with those people. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there are shootings all the time, but you just stay out of the way. Like, you're not part of it. You know what I mean? Hey, we got Calypso in the house.
Hey.
When you get off Pine Ridge, 75 is pretty shady in Naples. Pine Ridge and 70. No, that's not a bad area in Naples. I mean, there's some apartments there that are kind of rough on both sides. It's about, like, yeah. Let me see what we got going on here. Sorry. What? No, not a chance in the world.
Yep.
5,000? No. Can you flick them off? Can you send them a middle finger?
Yeah.
It's a black middle finger, even better.
Ah.
They offer me. Oh, we got low power mode. Let me put the battery on. They're offering me $5,000 for my Yukon. I sent them a black middle finger. Don't see you. Oh, sorry, the battery's dying. Can you see me now? You froze up. Can you guys see me? Okay, can you guys see me? We got a signal for dead phone.
Low battery.
Low battery. Can you guys see me? Are we back on? Please let me know if we're back on. Cool. I had a 4-year-old with those Ocalas have good schools. I don't know where there are good schools. It's just not something I follow. And my definition of a good school may not be yours. I'll give you guys an example. Like I went to Gulf Coast High School, one of the best high schools you could technically go to, and I had friends that died in shootings, rich kids from rich families that died doing home invasions, and other friends that died in drug overdoses. So you could give like, if you have children, right, you can put them in the best schools, best neighborhoods, and they could still end up getting shot doing a home invasion robbery. They could still end up dead in a drug overdose.
Yeah. In Michigan, what the best school experience I had was in the Detroit area. However, they invested the money in like field trips and stuff like that. We had a bunch of really cool field trips.
So they're asking us about Wellington. What do you think about Wellington?
I don't know. But yet, on the other side of the state, they invested in the schools.
If you like horses, it seems like that's the thing there. Horses. Wellington. We were just there in Wellington. I don't like Wellington. Palm Beach County is too violent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like Wellington because Palm Beach County to me seems like it's a very violent place.
Yeah.
What kind of horse? Like just like regular horses. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Palm Beach County to me seems very dangerous. I think I made a bad move moving to Alabama from Reno, Nevada. Well, if you like Reno, why don't you go to Panama City Beach? See if you like that. Are you still homeless? Or have you been able? You got a place to live yet? Or are you still homeless, Mr. Davis? Are you still homeless? Or are you still on the street? Alabama is a horrible place to be homeless. People probably don't tip you as much. The cops are probably on you more. A good place, if you're still homeless, what's a good place to be homeless? Tampa? I don't know what's a good place to be homeless.
Palmetto?
Tallahassee. Go down to Tallahassee. It's not that far away. Come down to Tallahassee. AU Corinth. Wellington is a big riding horse community, competitors, etc. Yeah. If I wanted like estates and acreage, I would do Golden Gate Estates over Wellington, probably, Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would probably do the Golden Gate Estates over Wellington any day. Also Wesley Chapel outside of Tampa, or Lakewood Ranch outside of Sarasota, right? Probably. Or Homestead in Miami. For me, at least, I would do Homestead in Miami. But I'm Cuban, so might be a little bit of favoritism there. I'm not a fan. Ooh, excuse me. Plenty of outreach. Okay, somebody said Lakeland's a good place for the homeless. I'm still in a motel. So, Mr. Davis, if you're still in a motel, go to Tallahassee. Somebody mentioned that Lakeland has a lot of programs for the homeless. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in Birmingham. It is a more affordable. I mean, but nobody's gonna help you there. I hate to even ask this, but I guess if you're white or black I'm not gonna ask you that, but if you're black or white, probably makes a difference if you're homeless. Like Tampa's a good place for white homeless. I would say try Tallahassee. Try Tallahassee if you haven't been able to get ahead. They have very cheap rents in Tallahassee. I think you can rent for $1,000 a month, for $800 a month in Tallahassee. Auburn, Alabama try Auburn, Alabama. In Auburn, they have student housing for $450 a month, $500. Yeah. Try Auburn.
It depends on age, but yeah, they do have that. They definitely have housing for seniors that are cheaper.
Yeah. So check this out, Mr. Davis. Remember we saw a homeless guy in Auburn, and everybody offered the guy work.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, it's a little risky, but if you really if you want to do something about it, Tallahassee remember a while back when we were in Alabama, there was a homeless person that moved to Tallahassee, and everybody found the guy housing and work. Remember that? Like everybody, like this guy moved to Tallahassee, Alabama. It's a homeless person.
Yeah.
And everybody was like they found this guy everything he needed. They got him a job. So if you're clean right now, you could try Tallahassee, Alabama. Go there, and just talk to. They'll find you. But now here's the thing about those small towns in Alabama: if the sheriff tells you to leave,
you gotta leave.
You gotta leave, or you'll be dead. You know what I mean? A roving homeless student. I like Homestead in Miami, Palm Beach area has a lot of crime. Exactly, I agree with Calypso. If you're homeless, you should try Catholic charities as well. Yeah, there's not too much Catholic stuff in Alabama though. Alabama in Mississippi, there's more Catholic stuff. But Alabama.
Okay. In Naples, they won't even. They have too much inventory. Many people.
Yeah.
That have the need, so you're not going to be able to get anything.
Yeah.
I remember we talked to a gentleman not too long ago, and he was on wait list.
Yeah.
And he'd been on wait list for years and years.
I guess within Alabama, Huntsville, you might get a lot of money I don't know if you do begging, but if you do begging, there's a lot of, I think Huntsville and Auburn. I would try Auburn, Alabama. And try Tallahassee. In Auburn, you can rent. They have student housing. I think it's $450 a month.
That's for anybody.
Yeah, for anybody, right? So in Tallahassee, in Auburn, It's a clean city. It's safer than Birmingham. Gosh, bro. And
I think with Alabama.
Sorry, I don't know if we froze or we're back. Phone's charging.
Yeah, I think with Alabama, if I remember right.
Yeah.
You might be able to get public housing.
You might be able to get into projects. Yeah, apply for government assistance in Alabama. The first time they deny you, and then the second time they'll accept you.
Yeah.
Is there any good cities in Palm Beach County besides Jupiter? Hobe Sound, Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens. Royal. I don't know if Royal Palm is still any good.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's
the north end of Palm Beach County, Boca.
Mm-hmm.
The Boca is expensive as a
I would look up maybe like homeless help in Birmingham, and maybe they'd be able to do something out.
There's nothing in Birmingham.
Really?
Being homeless in Birmingham's gotta suck.
Yeah. But not everybody searches it out though.
Thank you for your advice. I'm glad you're here, Mr. Davis. Thank you for joining us. It's all good, man. I would try Auburn for a little bit. You can get on 280 and go straight down to Auburn. It's not that far, and try Auburn. You can rent for $450 to $500, right?
Yeah.
You can get student housing, and that's not a lot of money. And the people are very generous and helpful in Auburn. There's a lot of work in Auburn. You know what I mean? So try to save up like $1,000 or something. And then run down to Auburn, get a place for $450 or something. They're hurting.
Cheap housing in Montgomery too.
No, don't send him to Montgomery. He's already in Birmingham. It's even cheaper. Birmingham is cheaper than Montgomery. If he hasn't gotten his feet in Birmingham, why would he go from one hellhole to the next? I mean, try to get something better. Try Auburn, man. It might work out for you. And if Auburn doesn't work, then hop on over to Tallahassee.
Yeah.
The thing about Florida is once you hop into Florida, there's a lot more drugs. There's a lot more of a street scene up here. So, you can really get caught up on the wrong stuff if you're homeless in this part in Florida.
Because apartment might be less than
Boca's expensive.
Motel.
Lake Mary versus Sarasota. If you had to pick Sarasota, Lake Mary, Orlando. I think the only thing, there's a lot more Asians in Lake Mary area, right? Lake Mary, that's north of Orlando on the other side of Longwood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lake Mary or Sarasota. Well, Lake Mary is more relaxed. I think Sarasota is more hustle. You know what I mean? I think Lake Mary would be more calm and more relaxed.
Yeah.
But both cities have horrendous traffic. I mean, if you're in Lake Mary, you're still really inside of Orlando no matter what.
Yeah.
Is Sarasota a city safe place to live? I have vision issues, and I have affordable, walkable place in Florida. Walkable,
Maybe the Keys.
walkable. Sarasota. I don't know. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Walkable cities in Florida. That's a tough one.
It's expensive to live in
It's
Key West, but it is
expensive.
walkable.
Key West is walkable. That is very true. But it's expensive. And if you're disabled, you might have to evacuate.
Nobody is.
No place. What's it say? Can I read it off the other phone? It's so much easier than
It's
trying
right
to read it. Yeah, open it up the live stream so I can read it off like that. A walkable city. That's a tough question. Man, that's a tough question. I want to help you. I just don't know what to tell you. Walkable city. Maybe in Bonita Springs might be better for you. Bonita Springs isn't that walkable though. I don't know what to tell you. That's a tough question.
You got a wife and 6 kids?
I don't know what to tell you. I want to help you. I just don't know what to tell you.
Nobody is expecting me in no places.
Yeah. Orlando. Orlando being one. I don't know. That's a very good question. Hey guys, it's getting late at night. Me and Katie gotta take a shower. Are you showered yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I still haven't showered. I gotta shower and get some rest.
You're homeless with 6 kids? Wow.
I don't know. You know what? Me and Katie, when we left Alabama, we went through some of the scariest stuff. St. Petersburg is but pricey. Yeah, St. Petersburg is very walkable, and if you're close to downtown, there's a lot of restaurants. Coral Gables is very walkable, but very expensive. Walkable cities. Miami Shores, maybe? Or I don't even know. I'm sorry. Hollywood, maybe? A city that's walkable. If anybody knows, get into the comment sections.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about that. Because I'm always in the car, so I don't even think about that. Where's a place you would fly into and not need a car? In Florida. That's a tough question. Florida's not designed like that. Maybe Cape... No.
Well, you can get an Uber, but...
Yeah. North Naples. Naples Park.
Yeah.
Naples Park, but I wouldn't want to be walking all over that place. People drive so scared through there.
Yeah.
Hollywood is walkable and close to the airport. Yeah, I think Hollywood's pretty walkable. I would almost tempted to say Hollywood. Maybe North Miami. I don't know. But there's a little bit more crime in North Miami.
They're not accepting you because of kids. They're not accepting. Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you, when we left Alabama, we experienced some of the scariest moments of our life.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's days where we slept in our car. I mean, I don't know. We went through some hard times. I've been through some tough stuff, and thankfully we're doing something a little bit better now. Yeah. Like everybody out there is experienced. We have people that are homeless. There are people that are chronically homeless, people that are becoming homeless, and people that are trying not to be homeless. Look at us. We had $100,000 in the bank, and we couldn't find a place to live in Florida. I ended up in a family member's garage because I couldn't find a rental. They wouldn't rent to me. It's tough times out there.
Yeah,
we're gonna fix our credit because we've never had credit. We're gonna fix our credit.
Yeah, Naples Park, nothing is under 500.
Oh no! Empty lots are going for $700,000 in Naples Park, and Naples Park is increasingly having shootings, predators. It's gone to crap. It's like, how is a place expensive and then crappy? Makes no sense. And then they have all those stupid vacation rentals. I don't know. Like Naples Park.
Naples Park used to be the affordable neighborhood.
Yeah.
Now it's like vacation
rentals and...
It's terrible. It was a family place to live. Now it's like you wouldn't want to live there with your family.
No, you're still close to the beaches. You're still close to shopping. But it's not as...
No, because of the vacation rentals, it comes with a...
It comes with a whole bunch of other crap.
Yeah.
Dude, our neighborhood's so ghetto. We never had vacation rentals.
Yeah.
We just had
no one wanted a vacation in our neighborhood.
You don't want a vacation in our neighborhood.
Yeah,
Lovejoy. Oh, yes, yes. Lovejoy. It's expensive because most people bought their houses over the internet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That place of manufactured... Best place for a manufactured home. Best place for a manufactured home. Destin, Florida, Panama City, Pensacola. It's all walkable.
Yeah, we said
Panama City is walkable. Panama City is. Panama City's walkable, but it's a party city. She said it's an elderly person.
Yeah, you're not gonna want to like walk.
You don't want to. You don't want to walk. Yeah.
An older person, because when people are drinking, or they're
Miami Springs, but there's no Walmart in Miami Springs.
No.
Miami Springs. Well, no, Miami Springs.
Like, are you like they're probably looking for affordable and walking.
No, they didn't mention affordable. It just said safe and clean. That's a good question, man. Ave Maria.
Yeah.
That's a Catholic community, though. If you're a Catholic, I guess Ave Maria. When you guys ending the live stream right now, guys, let's end it. We're out. We really gotta end this. It's late at night. It's been a pleasure to have every last one of you. Say bye to them.
Bye, everybody.
It's been a pleasure to have every single one of you guys join us. From Alabama to Florida. Shouts to everybody in Naples, Alabama, Birmingham, Coleman. I know I'm tired. We're paying at a hotel to sleep, guys.
Yeah.
If I was at home, I'd be up till 2 a.m. talking, but we're paying a hotel.
Yeah.
We're tired. Look at my eyes, y'all. Look. You can tell I'm sleepy. How come no one north of Tampa in the Panhandle in the mangroves? Guys, I know I'm so tired. We gotta sleep. I'm paying a hotel to sleep, and it's already 12.
Because we're doing videos for
Yeah, because so it's been a pleasure to be with you guys. We need to get... I hadn't even showered yet, you know what I mean? So it's been a pleasure to be with all of you guys, wherever you're watching from. Bonita Springs, Cape Coral, Naples, Tampa, Orlando, New York. I don't know if there's anybody from Kentucky who's still watching. Alabama. It's been a pleasure to have every last one of you guys here with us. I know some of you guys are going through some really bad situations with homelessness. We've been there. Even though we have a little bit of money, these times we're living in even if you have money, it's scary. So it's scary no matter what. Be the best person you can. Be kind and considerate and help other people. And be mindful of the necessities of others. It's been a pleasure to be with you guys. We're checking out from beautiful Ocala area, Florida. I know a lot of people want to move to this area, so we're here making videos for you. So you guys have a beautiful night. We'll keep working for you. Stay out of trouble. We're out.